Hi, my name is Kate. Welcome to my channel, and this is my book review with spoiler of The Ritual by Shantel Tessier. This is absolutely marvelous, wonderful, spectacular, excellent book, and probably one of my all-time favorite outside Ryat book because this is a very, very, very perfect book. The Ritual is amazing, and this is probably one of the book that I would highly recommend to anyone and everybody. I don't care if they like dark romance or not. I'm going to recommend them this book. That's how much I love it, and I recommend you this book. Story Spice is 5. The emotions, the anticipations, the way this book made me feel a lot of things. Oh my god. I read this book as fast as I can. I didn't sleep over this book. I can't believe it. So let's begin. This is a dark romance, college setting, and he is a senior, she's a junior. It revolves on arranged marriage, close proximity, and the guy is extremely obsessive of her. His name is Ryat, her name is Blake, she's a special one, she's beautiful, but she's not getting that much attention. Blake is currently in a relationship with Matt. Matt is also part of the fraternity where Ryat is. Matt and Ryan used to be friends, but during their junior year, Matt did something nasty that Ryat didn't like, so they become Cold War enemies. So Ryat comes from a very influential family. All through his life, he was prepared to be a lord. A lord is like a fraternity for a powerful, influential, successful, rich man in the society. So currently, they are in Pennsylvania. Also, in the first 3 years of his college life, he was tested, initiated, and so many things until finally on his senior year, he was approved and selected to be the Lord. In fact, he is one of the best and the greatest of the Lord. So it's like a fraternity. It's a group of powerful, influential men. Not just in college, but even outside the society. So they are known. It's like they have a connection and all that. Very influential. It's like a mafia, but not mafia. And then on the ritual time, the reason why this book is called Ritual is because the lords, they need to select their lady. Lady is a list of women who are enlisted by their family to be an arranged marriage, because a lord cannot fall in love to his wife or lady, because otherwise it will be considered his weakness. In this world, if you have a weakness, your enemies will go after it. That's why it's the Lord's mandatory law that you must marry someone that you will not catch feeling to. And the Lord can select whomever he wants as long as it's in the list. Ryat is a very special one because he's one of the best, he's a good, he's everybody's favorite except for Matt. And he's like the leader of the Lords. He received a call and was forced to select Blake as his chosen one, although he doesn't like Blake because Blake is the girlfriend of Matt. So he thought that Blake and Matt are on arranged marriage, so it's not possible. But he was thinking, okay, I will make fun of her until he married Matt. So that's the first like plot. He cannot marry Blake because Blake and Matt are arranged marriage. But he can have Blake as his own while he is on senior year. After that, he needs to let go of Blake to be with Matt. Matt doesn't love Blake. He just wants her to treat her like WHORE. However, he was forced to accept. He started to stalk her, follow her, and he catch feeling. And in a way, Blake doesn't like Matt. Matter of fact, she caught Matt cheating on her during the Lord's party, and then she went into a room, and because she is V, it was actually Ryat who did spice to him, but Ryat cannot touch her yet because there's a Lord rule to discipline and patient, not allowed to have sex, so they cannot do it until the ritual. And then the ritual happened, and finally they made a vow uh, Blake and Ryat in front of the lords in an old dark scary cathedral. And after that, they did the spies in the dark outside the church in a tree. And after that, he took her into her apartment or room in the door, strip her naked, and then tie her on the edge of the bed. And then after that, he left her, locked the door, continued to attend the ritual. If that's not sick enough, I don't know what else, but it's amazing. And then after that, so many things happened, and they started to catch feelings. They did dirty here, there, everywhere. I love how Ryat is very protective of her, how he's very obsessed of her, how he never judged her, how he fulfilled her fantasy. Is amazing. They started to catch feelings until Matt, an evil person, was trying to destroy their relationship, and because he is jealous of Ryat, he's doing everything and anything he can to separate them. And Blake was very naive. Obviously, she fell into the trap of Matt, so they had the first argument. And then one time, there was an incident happened when one of the Lord, Gregory Mallory, his son was unalived, and there is a mission from the Lord to avenge his son. So the person who unalived Mallory's son is in jail. So when the Lord asked for volunteer, Matt the evil raised his hand and said, "Right, and I will go." So Right and Matt went to the jail, only for Matt to set up Ryat to be unalived by a person, but Ryat delivered the job for the Lord, and Ryat unalived the guy that Matt sent to unalive him. And then when he was exhausted with many bruises, he went to Blake's house. They did spies again. They made up, and then they got married. And after they get married, Ryat introduced her to everyone, but Matt did another evil thing, so she ran away for 3 weeks, and then Ryat rescued her again. The truth finally came out. They talk about divorce. He signed the divorce, she did not, and then the plot twist sequence. So many things happened. Oh my god, that's too much spoiler, but it was a very happy ending, and I love how it has two epilogues. One 10 months later and one 18 months later. It was a very perfect book, and I cannot spoil it enough. Like everything. I like everything. But my only dislike is how Blake is very naive towards Matt. She knows that Matt is evil, but she still listened to him and let him change her thought about Ryan, their relationship. And then she realized, oh, I made a mistake. I should have went to Ryan instead of. That's the only part that I did like. However, the vengeance, the kink, the spies, the story, the character development, amazing and perfect. I also love how she stand tall for him to be his lady. I love the plot twist. Like Matt, Valerie, Cindy, they got everything they deserve. How they were TORTURED before they were. It was amazing. And they had twins. It was amazing. I love it so much. And all their children's name is R, starts with Ryat. So it's Rain, Royal, and Ryan. I love it. I couldn't. My heart is going to explode how much I love this book. And there's too much spoiler on this book. Like her fantasy of being chased out in the woods, being forced, and it was amazing. It was super amazing. I cannot give you more spoiler, more plot twist, because you have to read this book. I am forcing you, giving you a mandatory for reinforcing you to read this book. This book is amazing. It's super amazing. I couldn't explain it to you enough. I was flabbergasted in a very positive way when the epilogue said 18 years later. It was amazing. It was in a way close to perfect. Like I cannot explain to you enough my emotion, but I have I have told you enough to read this book. So to Miss Shantel Tessier, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but kudos to you. This book is amazing. I just hope and pray, and I want to manifest that. Please put an audio on others' book. I need to read this series. I want to know Ty's story. Other than that, thank you very much. Please do like and subscribe. See you until the next video. And that will be the brutal obsession. Bye-bye.